welcome back. As I had introduced my co-anchor earlier today, I said he was one of my most accomplished co-anchors. So I'd like Den to, tell us a little bit about himself. He has written books. He's an RJ. He's also acted in a movie. So tell us about that, Den.
Yeah, the life has always been a journey. I'm from Calcutta, and I migrated to Bangalore in 2019, just the preceding year to COVID. I work in an organization which names as Enable India. We work for economic independence for people with disability, and there I head innovation, because people with disabilities needs assistive solutions day in and day out. And to make the life simpler, easier, we try to identify solutions not only from the very high priceful tech companies or startups, but also from the grassroots. So that's the work in a nutshell that I do now. Gargi, as I was telling you,
and about your other, roles that you've had in life, an RJ, the movie you were in, the film, and the books.
Yes, so I've written 2 books actually. The first one was a collection of 40 short stories named as Memoirs of Time. And the second book that I wrote was named as 52 Steps. 52 is a very key number for media. And as a radio jockey, staying in the helm of the show for 52 weeks was very challenging for me, and I could do that. And that's why I named that book as 52 Steps. In there, I have written my radio experiences. The acting, yes, the One Little Finger had been a dream for me. Rupam Sharma, the director, has chosen me for lead character, and therefore I won an award also as a best actor.
Wonderful. Now this initiative, Samarth by Hyundai, it's very, very important. We want to draw attention and to people with disabilities, how we need to make work and corporates more inclusive and including them in their in their plans. And you had to shift. Den is one of the few people maybe only one I've heard of, who moved from his hometown to a different city, and this was mainly because of work.
Yeah, this was because of livelihood. Because just to give a small bit of information to all of us, that is, if Gargi, you need 100 rupees for your survival, daily survival. If people with 1 or 2 disabilities having them, they would need 111 rupees. And people with severe disabilities like me will need 124 rupees for survival. So I needed to earn that 24 rupees extra. And that's why I had to leave my city and switch to a new city when I was 39.
And about your organization, if you could share, how have they made it more comfortable for you to work there?
I have worked in several other organizations, including media, and I would say that Enable India is the most inclusive organization that I have ever worked in. The nooks of inclusion not only lies in people with visible disability, also it lies in understanding the needs of people with invisible disability. And that kind of discussion is just been initiated. And also there is a $13 trillion economy related to disability in the world, which is to be explored. And Enable India has coined the phrase of purple economy, though now United Nations has taken purple economy as something else, but quite a few years back, this purple economy was something that we coined, and purple economy has the potential of generating 100 million jobs, and it has a total value of $13 trillion.
Wonderful. And, we hear a lot of talk about, developing to developed nation. India is striving to be a developed nation, and this is something we can't do without including everybody in that development. What has the government done recently that, certain steps that you appreciate?
Yeah. So some of us would say that glass is half empty. Some of us would say that glass is half filled. I am one of those who would always say that glass is half filled, because in the last 4 decades since I was born, I have seen India being transformed. So India has been transformed for betterment. Yes, change is an evolutionary process, and we cannot ask for change overnight. It has to be coming slowly. So primarily, the position of ignorance was there in 1990s. Then some visible factors came in, and some of the people with disabilities got visibility in 1990s. Then in the new millennium, we transformed into a new world where we thought of inclusion for the first time. Then UNCRPD happened. Then India was a signatory to UNCRPD. Due to that, India developed the draft law,
yes,
which was passed in 2016. And in last quite a few years, India has really worked to make inclusion possible, because by working in the grassroots, I've learned that grassroots organizations are the most powerful places that our ecosystem has, and we need to make them sustainable. And by making them sustainable, we need to work along with them.
Right, absolutely. And so what are the, things that you'd like to see done immediately? What are those 3 things that the government could do right now? And there's also this urban-rural divide. While a lot of, these efforts create a lot of awareness in our cities, in rural India, there's still, I think, a dire need to do a lot more.
Actually, I did a small bit of research, and in India, I've divided India into 4 segments.
4 segments, okay.
So southern part of India is the most disability-friendly part of India. Then coming to the western part of India, the second most empathetic place that India can have.
And you actually shifted from western India to South India.
Yep.
For a better
And I am a traveler, so I have traveled throughout India almost to 26 states. So by virtue of that, I can tell these things, and my research also follows with that. So then with Western India is the second most best place to live for people with disabilities. Then comes northern part of India. Much to be done in the east and the northeastern part of India, because that is the most unexplored part of India, not only the northeast, but the east also.